this week. And that's a difficult thing to deal with. Why? Because it lets me know that we have work to do, right? It lets me know that we have some challenges that we need to face head on. So we're going to face those challenges head on, but we're going to do it together. So I appreciate you guys joining, but we don't have any congratulations to make for our 1K earners, right? Which is disappointing in itself, but we can come back stronger and we can use this as a stepping stone to get better. Now, with that being said, right, you know, I put on our card today to speak a little bit, I guess, about increasing your skills. And I could have replaced that with increasing a lot of things, increase your value, increase your credibility, increase your status. But overall, the point that I'm trying to make there is that, in life, you're gonna have the option and the opportunity to be exactly who you want to be in life. It's like myself. I'll tell you a small story, so maybe this will help me get my point across, right? 3 years ago when I first came back to New York, I had a lot of debt. I had a lot of things going on, right? Everything from, child support to taxes to, where I was gonna live. And all of these things took precedent inside of my life. I mean, it was really drastic for me. And I had to just face forward and actually get my priorities straight. And one of my first priorities was honestly money, right? Because I've been taught and told, hey, you know what? Money's not important. Money's not important. How is money not important? I kept thinking to myself. And finally, once I hit bottom, I realized that, yeah, money is very important. So I had to prioritize because I had a list of bills now that, they were make or break me now at this point. And I remember as I prioritized them, and you guys will see why I'm saying this in just a second, as I started to prioritize them, I wrote a list of all of the bills and everything that I had to take care of. And then I wrote a list of what was going to help me take care of this. And obviously it came down to money, right? So that took precedent over a lot of other things inside of my life. I mean, I had a lot of people dragging me in a lot of different areas and a lot of different directions, but because of this, because I said I need to tackle this and this took priority, then it obviously said to me what I need to be doing and what I need to be thinking about. And no matter how long it took, I had to focus in that area. So as I started, knocking out these goals, first and foremost, I said to myself, I got to make money. So I had to get skills. I had to get skills, and I had to go back over the course of my life and say to myself, what skills are going to get me there faster? And thank God I relied on sales, right? I knew sales. I'd already been successful in sales, so I went back to sales. When I went back to sales, I put myself in a position where I was able to make money. And, again, money's nothing, but it's damn near next to air, right? Put it that way, right? It's not to show off with, it's not to say I have it, but, just having it is freedom. Just being able to take care of, because it takes care of a lot of problems, right? And it helps you to become a better person even, right? Because you can help others. And I had to look at this thing from a logical standpoint, because oftentimes we know this thing, we might have thought you understand where I'm going right now, but I think in the end, I think that you might find that I took it somewhere different. But the idea is that, as I started to work on these things and as I started to get a little bit of money, then I could focus more on my health, right? And I started going to the gym and I'm working out, right? And I mean, it started off with having no time too. So I would just get on the floor and I would do some push-ups, right? And I would continually increase my push-ups. And then, I met Lamisha, and Lamisha, got me inside the gym and she made me get a membership. And meanwhile, I don't have time, right? I'm 1 a.m. in the gym and she's on FaceTime with me and she just watching me and telling me, listen, you need to go down lower. And she don't understand that I don't have the time, and I'd have made every excuse inside of my mind, but I'm starting to get the point, meaning as I start to make money, I'm taking care of some of my problems here and I'm paying down these debts. Now I can focus on health, which my health is giving me the ability to outlast people, right? Being able to endure a lot longer so that I can honestly make more money, meaning that, whereas I could only last maybe 8 to 12 hours a day, now I'm able to last maybe 18 hours a day, 6 hours of sleep, and I can go 18 hours a day because I go to the gym, and thank God for that. And then once I start to do that and I can last, I got a little bit more free time to the point where I could read a little bit, now I'm buying books, and then at first I'm making excuses too, so again, Lamisha again is in my life where, not only at 1 a.m. am I in the gym, but she had bought me a book. The 10X rule. This is all true story, guys. You guys know I speak from the heart. And I would leave the gym and then I would sit inside the car because at the time I'm living inside my aunt's basement and I don't want to be up inside the house talking loud and keeping nobody else up. It's not my place to do that. So I'm sitting inside the car and I would be reading. And after I get out the gym and I would read, and then she would sit on FaceTime with me as we read, and either I would read or she would read, and I would listen on as I'm just feeding my brain now. And that was helping me make more money because I'm learning and increasing my skills, right? And then, you know, when I start to read, which also helps me to just improve, right? Because you got to improve, you got to have the strength to endure, you got to be able to outlast people, you know. And then I had more time for like family and friends, right? And I mean, literally, I'm starting to open up a little bit more. You know, on Saturday mornings, I'm giving my aunt like, "Hey, what you doing? You know, here's some money. Thank you for everything that you've been doing for me. Right? You let me live in your basement. I'm grateful for that. Right? I'm starting to take myself out so I can experience some things, live a little, so that I can understand and appreciate all this hard work. Right? You know, I was missing my daughter. My daughter had been, you know, out of my life for 2.5 years at this point. So now I'm reaching out saying, hey, you know what? You know, what can I do? What can we do to repair this? Right? Even though I couldn't find her. And then once she popped up, right? She popped up only because I was making content, because I was able to make money, because I was able to also shoot videos and put all my fears, all my passions into these videos to say, hey, listen, I know where you are. I know it's not easy. I know it's not okay right now, but it can be if you start to just outlast, if you start to out strategize, if you can endure more pain than anybody else. And these videos must have resonated because I got calls from the West Coast and people start flying me out to the West Coast to just speak to me about, you know, to ask me to speak to their sales guys and their sales team because they knew I understood what their plight was. As this started to happen, I got more time for family, more time for friends, right? I realized that overall, I became a better person. Now, my point in all of this is that it started with increasing my skills. I promise you, it started with increasing my skills, you know, and I say this to you guys because now more than ever, you're going to need to increase your skills because overall, I know you guys want to be better people. I know you guys want to do more. I know you guys want to have more, right? And it's not because we put an extraordinary amount of value on the things that we can buy with money. It's because we put an extraordinary amount of value on the person that we are and that we leave a legacy. And on everybody that we touch, we want to leave them better than, what'd you say, Misha, yesterday, better than you found them, right? I love that because it's important too. And that's what this company is all about. And we got to make sure that we keep that on top of mind as we go throughout our day, as we wake up tomorrow and the next day and then the next day. Here, I like to think that we treat our people with respect. I like to think that we treat them as the give them their independence back and allow them to grow. And that won't stop, you know, at this point, but we also need to make sure that we keep it top of mind so that we can attract more of these type of people, right? So what that means is increasing our skills, increasing our value, and we can do that just day by day, just getting a little bit better, you know, coming to the call with our cameras on, coming to the call already dressed and presentable. Why? Because we put this out to the world, right? Whenever you speak to somebody about what it is that you do, then you let them know exactly what it is you do. And if you struggle with that, then give me a call right away. Let me put the verbiage together that can help you guys to also be successful. My goal and my point of to you is that now more than ever, increasing your skills are very much so important. Why? Because it's going to help you to become better overall. And that allows me to get clear and focused, right? When I became a much better person through honestly increasing my skills, which allowed me to make more money, which allowed me to go to the gym and actually put me in the right mental space, and then gave me time for my family and friends, right? Which also increases you because, for the fathers, how you going to be a father if you're not, making sure that, you're protecting and providing, right? How you going to be for the mothers, how you going to be there if you're not there taking care of certain things. So it increased me altogether, but it also allows me to focus on this business now, right? And to take that a step further, I sat down, I made a new set of goals, and I said to myself, you know what, we're looking at an $8 million business here. And, I put it up on my board. I went over it again. I went to Misha, I showed Misha the numbers, and she said, absolutely. And I think you're lowballing the numbers. And when I got strategic about it, and I looked at that, I said, okay, now I understand what all this damn pain is about. Now I understand what all this being uncomfortable is about. Now I understand why I got to put up with the shit that I put up with, right? And it's worth it. It's worth it. Now, for many of you, maybe you haven't gotten clear. Maybe you haven't gotten your goals there yet, right? But I'm sharing this with you because I need for you guys to have the same similar breakthroughs. I need for you guys to follow that path and say to yourself, you know what? I resonate with this. I subscribe to this. I think that I can do better. And the path that he took might be able to help me because I see unlimited opportunity by increasing your skills here. And I can say that without a shadow of a doubt. And you guys can look at me and know that I'm a true believer in it, right? Because I've already done the math. I see it. Now, for the ones that increase their skills, absolutely, you're a part of that, right? Because honestly, that can't happen without a team. And we need we need a group of amazing individuals here at this company. And I got to find them. You got to help me find them. So I want to put that, make sure I want to leave you guys with that message. Obviously, the October Fast Start bonus is in full effect right now, right? And, we learned some things about this October Fast Start bonus, that it's not all about money, right? That I think that it's more about the value that we bring to the marketplace right now, because the marketplace doesn't value people without skills. And as we can see, a lot of people that we run across that come to this company, they don't necessarily have the skills yet, but they're here for the skills. So we want to be able to provide them with that as well. So look forward to something new and interesting, but we want to close out this month strong. And in order to do it, we need to make sure that we all increase our skills because we have an unlimited amount of opportunity here, right? And we incentivized enough for it, right? With this Fast Start bonus. Each and every one of you guys have an incentive to make more money at this point. So with that being said, next week we won't have a company call. I'll be away traveling, looking more in depth into the business that we're in, right? So look forward to that when I get back, but we won't have a call next